Hi, guys. Welcome to my channel. So before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, also subscribe to my channel. Most expensive NFTs ever sold. So make sure to watch the full video. The NFT market really took off in 2021, with a momentum that seems to remain alive, seemingly even climbing. NFTs, or non-fungible tokens, are the new way investors spend their money. Some of those pieces sold well into the millions of US dollars at various auctions. The most expensive to date sold for just over $90 million, with many of them regularly going over $1 cool million. What are NFTs? Just in case you're not familiar with the term, NFTs are unique digital assets that represent collectibles and works of art. Non-fungible is something that is unique and irreplaceable, unlike a Bitcoin, for example, that is fungible, or something that can be traded. How do they work? This is where things get a bit blurry, so let's try to clear it up. Most NFTs are part of an Ethereum blockchain. Ethereum is one of the world's most important cryptocurrencies. But the blockchains that support NFTs store extra information, which works differently from the cryptos. For example, NFTs are digital forms of art, and they come as drawings or music, even in video form. This form of digital artwork exists only on the internet, as a code. When you purchase an NFT, you get ownership of the actual piece, but the artist retains the copyright and reproduction rights of the piece. In that sense, it works just like with actual artworks. Simply put, we can all purchase a Monet print, but only one person owns the original piece. We hope that cleared things up for you, because we're ready to show you how you can spend your millions if you don't know what to do with them. These are the most expensive NFTs ever sold. 1. Mad Dog Jones, Replicator. Canadian artist Micah Doback, aka Mad Dog Jones, created this futuristic piece that replicates itself every 28 days. It is sort of like the old school photocopier it depicts. The buyer owns anywhere between 180 and 220 unique NFTs, and each individual one has its own resale value. The NFT is considered an experience that comprises 7 generations of unique artworks, according to seller Phillips Art Auction House. It sold in April 2021 for $4.1 million, which makes Mad Dog Jones the most expensive Canadian living artist. 2. Edward Snowden, Stay Free. The NFT by Edward Snowden features the court documents that decided the National Security Agency's mass surveillance practice was against the law. Snowden's portrait by Platon is overlaid over the text with a subtle black and white sketch. The piece sold for $5.4 million in April 2021, and the proceeds went to the Freedom of the Press Foundation, which advocates for whistleblowers. 3. Oceanfront. A Beeple artwork, Oceanfront sold for $6 million in March 2021. After intense bidding, it was the CEO and founder of Tron Foundation, Justin Sun, who won the final bid. Part of Beeple's Everyday series, this piece shows a whole bunch of containers and trailers that are stacked one on top of one another on a platform that sits in the middle of the ocean. On the top of these dystopian man-made objects there is a tree, which has mushrooms growing underneath it. 4. A Coin for the Ferryman. Unscopy artwork, this NFT sold for $6.034 million in November 2021. The piece was actually created in 2018, before NFTs really took off. The amalgamation of scribbled faces make up a GIF form, which is drawn over a colorful background. This animated drawing is unique to the artist, who can proudly boast his creation. Scopy created a few animated pieces that are its signature, and they are like no other on the market. 5. All-time high in the city. Another Scopy item that sold for over $6 million or the equivalent of 1,630 ETH in January of 2022. The previous sale happened just mere months ago, and it went for $2.9 million. It is a pulsing, animated image that feels right at home in the crypto world. A ghost and a human passing in a boat, with houses on a red background. An interactive piece from this copy collection that did very well. 6. CryptoPunk. Barely making the cut, the final CryptoPunk on the list sold for $6.63 million in September of 2021. The equivalent in ETH is $2,000, while the original sale went for only $1,717 in May of 2018. This zombie avatar has 3D blue and red glasses, with black hair. As with many investors in the punks, this one also chose anonymity. The fifth most expensive CryptoPunk went for 4,200 ETH in March of 2021, which at the time was worth just a tad over $7.5 million. The person behind this sale is Dylan Field, the CEO of Figma, a design software company. This avatar sports 3 accessories: shades, a pipe, and a forward cap, which makes him unique. It actually looks like Sherlock Holmes with shades. 7. Crossroad. A Beeple NFT, the acclaimed digital artist sold this piece for $6.66 million, 10 times the price it sold for 4 months previously. The original owner is Twitter user Pablo Fraile, but the new buyer chose to remain anonymous. Featuring anti-Trump messaging, the artwork is a 10-second short film that was designed before the 2020 election. The outcome was meant to differ if Trump won. He would have worn a crown while striding through flames. But as we know how things turned out now, the artist decided to go with the alternative. The enlarged Trump-like figure laying naked on the ground, with profanities written all over the body. 8. Right-click and save as guy. A holy grail for serious collectors, Artist's Copy's profile explores apathy, death and dystopia. It reflects on the NFT scene itself and critiques NFT artwork. It was meant as a joke for those who feel that NFTs are worthless, since anyone can right-click on any image and save it whenever they feel like it. In February 2021 it sold for $174,000, but only a few months later, in December 2021, the price skyrocketed to $7.09 million. It was bought by Cosimo de' Medici on the super rare marketplace along with another's copy piece he paid $3.9 million for in September 2021. 9. Ringers. Art Blocks, the Ethereum generative art project, had a very prosperous end of summer and early fall 2021. The project creates loops around pegs using an algorithm. They sold several pieces worth millions of dollars, as the trend for buying digital fine art skyrocketed. Ringers 109 was purchased for 2,100 ETH, or $7.12 million last October, by Starry Night Capital. The NFT investment fund was founded by Vincent Van Doe and Three Arrows Capital. 10. Punk 3442. Tron has launched a series of CryptoPunks copycats, along with a few other platforms, such as Algorand and Solana. Usually their punks sell for around $130, this one netted a whooping $10.50 million, or 120 million TRX. The buyer is Justin Sun, the Tron co-founder. He ended up donating the NFT to ApeNft, one of Tron's projects, which tokenizes artwork on their blockchain. 11. Human One. Mike Winkleman created this hybrid 7-foot-tall physical sculpture that comes with an NFT. Closely linked to Everyday's, Beeple's previous piece, Human One sold at an auction in November 2021 for close to $29 million. Human 1 is a 3D moving sculpture that depicts a person wearing a spacesuit and moving through the different climates of the globe. The winning bid went to Ryan Zurrer, a Swiss former venture partner at Olaf Carlson We Polychain Capital. 12. Clock. Clock is a dynamic NFT, and it was created by Pak and Julian Assange. The artist uses novel token models and gamification for the fueling of his NFTs projects. It shows the number of days since WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange was imprisoned. Formed to raise funds for his legal defense, Assange DAO raised over 16,000 ETH, or $52.7 million, which paid for this NFT. The funds raised were donated for Assange's defense. DAOs, or decentralized autonomous organizations, are other hot industry topics at the moment. In December 2021, Pak also launched Merge, which is an NFT project comprising thousands of individual NFTs. 13. Every day's the first 5,000 days. This artwork is created by Mike Winkleman, who is better known as Beeple in the digital world. It represents a collage of his earlier artworks. The 5,000 small pieces demonstrate his development as an artist through the course of his career. At the Christie's auction house, two bidders fought for this unique piece that sold for $69.3 million. Justin Sun, the Tron CEO and founder, bid $60.2 million on the piece. But he was outbid by Vignesh Medakavan Sundaresan, who paid its whooping close to $70 million price tag. He wanted to own this piece so that people of color could also be patrons. To him, crypto equalizes power between the West and the rest of the world. 14. The Merge, Pak. This latest project created by Pak brought a staggering $91.8 million. Although it looks like a single piece of digital artwork, it is actually considered fragmented art. It brought almost 30,000 collectors, or 28,983, to be exact, to pitch in for the total cost on the Nifty Gateway marketplace. The artwork sold in units referred to as mass, and the whole had 266,445 masses before the sale was final. It was on December 2, 2021 that the Merge officially became the only NFT on the list to have multiple owners. It is the most expensive NFT to ever exist, thus far. This sums up the list of the 20 most expensive NFTs that ever sold. Since this new investment opportunity just started picking up, you never know how it's going to be by next year. So, if you have the means to dip your toes into something different, NFTs might be a great new adventure to embark on. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also subscribe to our channel before you go.